Bet y'all heard it then, didn't it? Y'all know what time it is. The kickback is back in session. Man, I got my brother Mercy 352, my brother Tony, and man, we're just checking in, man, shooting the breeze, man. You know how we do, coming to you, just checking up on each other, man. How's it going?
Hey, it's beautiful. It's beautiful over here in my neck of the woods in Mercyland. Um,
Always beautiful over here in Tony Land. You know what it is, small paradise. At least that's what they call it.
and
Hey,
I,
okay.
I'm infectiously touched. Listen to me, y'all. YouTube. I'm infectiously touched. That means I'm touched my soul. Uh, to be here with you all, sharing this opportunistic moment with my brothers, man, to sit down and just chat during this COVID-19 pandemic, man. Like I'm reminded of times where all three of us were under the same flag in the same brigade, uh, same flag on our shoulder, man, serving and preparing ourselves for this exact 4-day weekend right here that's coming up. Like we used to go hard in the paint, man. We would go out and get meats. It was hundreds of dollars worth of meat. Same with our our cordials, you know what I'm saying? And the topic of the day was just to enjoy family and have fun. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember that time?
Always.
Yeah, man. It was good. It was good.
It's good, man. I always tell people the best part about serving, man, was camaraderie, man. My brothers, man. These brothers from another mother, man. We all met in our different circumstances. Quick story, quick story. I remember when I first met my boy over there in Mercyland, my big dog 352. Uh it was a real good it was a real good environment. I remember it, man. I remember one of the guys, he hooked me up. I was at work one day and we had to be in the back and we happened to be doing some little music. So we started a little freestyle session. In the army, you know how we do, we having a good little time all hanging out in a little corner. And even though it is service, but we still are who we are. So we had a group of us and we would make music and, laugh and joke and do freestyles. And one day, Buddy was like, man, come on, man, I need to take you over here and meet my boy. I'm like, your boy who, man? He was like, my boy, you'll like him, bro. He from Florida too. And I was like, cool, we gonna hit up. So he picked me up one day. We was like, cool, let's slide. We slide, man. Bro got a studio session going on, big Merceland. We was in Merceland when it happened. And I never forget it. We started making music. We all feeling the vibe on the beat. And he was like, nah, man, I ain't gonna use this beat. I don't like it. And bro, right then, just started making his own beat. He got on the keys on the piano. He did this real dope Southern flavor. It was like, it was real gutter. It was real screech. As I heard just the piano keys come to me, and I'm just like, man, I hear the hook in my head already, bro. And man, it was a beautiful thing since then, man. Ever since.
Never forget that day you came to the house with that damn that Hurricanes jersey on, man.
Hey, I'm not a Hurricane fan. That was Florida State. Get it right. Get it
Yeah, but
right. I know
that
you.
Hurricane jersey on that day. I never forget it was orange and green.
It might have been.
I
I
ain't
was
gonna forget
repping Florida no matter where I could, where we was at in Mercyland.
our opportunity, the opportunity for us to grab Florida, memorabilia out of the middle of Texas, man, in
Hey,
Killeen
that was a special thing.
it was a very special
Yeah,
thing. Like, it was hard to get gear. I'm a Gator fan by nature, but I wasn't finna walk in no store in the middle of Killeen, Texas, and find no Gator gear. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But man, we was living the life back then, man. We was ducked off, man, in a big family gathering set, man. I remember when I first met D, man. Uh, D came to the house, man. First thing I was like, oh man, I don't know about this dude, man. Act like you're a little angry, man. He was,
small man complex. Small man complex.
I'm gonna tell you something about D, man. I got Napoleon complex, product to the 55th power. But D is slick with it, man. He straight slick with it, dog. Like,
Real slick.
this
Real
a
slick.
little dude, man, but you won't never know it, man. Like, he trick you that the being bossy is your fault. But it's all for a while, man, trying to assert his fucking dominance on the organization, man. And I think that's what I fell in love with about him. I was like, man, I like this dude, man. He know what he got. He know what he doing, and you know, most of us is real, you know, we short and we ain't big stature people. Ain't none of us about to be 7 feet nothing, but you don't want to run into the hole. I
Hey,
promise
you don't want to meet these guys.
that thing,
No.
every one of us a squad, man. But when I met him, man, his personality was so defined, man. I was like, this dude is something else, man. He is very intelligent, man. He well driven, well spoken, but he country as shit. Like, from
I
the
think
back.
that's what we. I think that's what we all connected on. Is that we all was really country, man, really country, and we all had that you know, that Southern hospitality, man.
Yeah, and
That's what
that's
it was.
I never forget we pulled up to a party, man, and it was late at night, man, and we were all sitting outside on coolers and buckets and everything we could find in somebody's garage out in the middle of a Mercy land. So, and I never, it was like, we know where Mercy's from. Where are you from, man? Y'all got to be in the same general vicinity.
yeah.
Hey, man. Hey, Mercyland is where Mercy's at. Hey, and you gotta have mercy in that land, or you may not have no mercy in that land. But hey, that's a
That's
different
right.
land. But hey, man, there's plenty places out here right now. I'm in Small Paradise in Tonyville. We can call it whatever you want, but you
Yeah.
know, it's
Y'all playing,
perfect.
we seriously renaming these places our name and likenesses. You know why we doing that? Because you have to take control of what you possess and what you own. Otherwise, it belongs to somebody else.
That's right,
It's
man.
your environment. You gotta control your environment, man.
So you got D-Ville over there. You know, D-Ville is on the south side, you know.
Right. That's right.
And then
Listen,
you got
over
Tony Land.
territory over this end.
Then you got
Hey,
Mercy Land.
man,
Well, it's where
it's
we
so
live at.
amazing. It's so amazing that no part of distance, no matter how far we are, man, we still connected. We all make sure we do what we do and represent each other well and always uplift each other, man. People gotta understand that's a very big important part of it.
And what's crazy is I think for the first time, some of my family actually got to see how we do it, right? Mercy
Mm-hmm.
shot down, man, to hang out with the fam, man, and he got to see firsthand how
Hey,
we open the city up, man.
they treated me like they had known me for 30 years, man. But, you know, the fact is, they had only known me for 30 seconds, man. You know, Bo ain't on here, man. We trying to get him in the mix right now, man. Let me tell you something about Bo, man. I love that dude with every inch and being and part of my being, man. I get up to AUG, man, and they just, man, they showered me with love. It was things comparable to things that I witnessed at home, man. I kind of like when we do our kickbacks and we was all together doing our kickbacks, man. It was just so, it was genuine, man. Like, let me tell you something. We ended up partying. We ended up making people at an establishment that has a closing time keep that establishment open for almost 3 hours.
Oh, they did. They kept it open for us.
They
They
definitely
kept it open.
did. They definitely did. They definitely did.
Docket. I think they gave them extra pay for that night, man. And then has done left that establishment and it wasn't enough. It
And
just
listen,
wasn't
we saw the couple on the end of the bar, tried to scooter a couple seats closer to the set. Oh man, cause I came in with the squad, man. We came in. Listen, we were back to back vehicles, man. You would think a bunch of diplomats were out, man. One
Hey,
thing,
man.
hey, listen, man. My city is like Argentina, man. The face card is good, man. He'll tell you that, man. It's
enough.
neutral zone for me,
Hey,
man.
man, but hey, I kind of feel like wherever we went, fellas, even when we was overseas and our different deployments or wherever we was stationed, man, our face card good everywhere, man.
Oh, it really
We see
is.
a true, real African American black male that's able to be true to himself and still display his intelligence or his lack thereof in some
Yeah,
cases.
I'm probably one of the only people. I'm gonna say, I think I can comfortably say, I'm one of the only people who had a record label that performed live on a United States holiday, a federal holiday overseas while bombs was dropping in the background for real. And we was on stage unshook, still dropping bars. I got video of it.
Man,
Literally,
I
literally
tell
bombs
people
over
that,
Baghdad,
man.
right? Literally.
Hey, they don't understand, man. I remember some recording session with my boy Jay, and man, you can hear the gunshots in the background. You can hear the bombs going off, and they like, "Hey, man, them some cool sound effects y'all got
Yeah,
going on." We
you
like,
right, you right. That wasn't no sound
"No,
effect.
bro, we was in war."
Ain't balance, baby, but you call it what you need to call it. We got you, fam.
Hey, you know what, man? My niece decided that she was gonna text me and say, "Hey, I want to come, to Deville and hang out for my birthday." I was like, you know what, man? Come on, man, come enjoy
That's
yourself.
big. That's
Yeah,
Say
I said,
less,
big.
man. Say less.
yeah, I was like, hey, man, come on. She's like, what you gonna do? I said, well, I'm gonna tell my folks I'm gonna take a couple days off. She said, just like that. I said, yeah,
Yeah, like
Just
that.
like that. Just
just
like
like
Right.
that.
that. When you're a boss,
Yeah,
it's
I'm just
detailed. So you're a boss. You run that how you want to run that. You're the real person we need to be asking about what's going on with CDC and all that. DVL, can you tell me what's really going on out there? You feel me?
Reminds want to know.
So she touched down, man, and man, we party, man. We do. I mean, we good wholesome party with family and connect. And so she decides to go back home, and I decide, my baby sister calls me up. She said, "Hey, look, our birthday's a day apart," and she said we haven't celebrated our birthday in a long time, quite some time now, probably since I moved to Deville, right? Because I remember our last birthday together, right? That we celebrated. So I was like, I've been plane hopping. I'm kind of tired. I said I was gonna slow down for a bit. She's like, man, come on, bro. I said, all right, man. I couldn't turn it down.
Hey,
No, I'm not
man,
making it. I'm not
on
making it.
everything, man. On
Uh,
everything, man. It's always important to make time for the people you love, man. Which is why we do the kickback. You know what I
right.
mean? For everything, man. For the people you love, for anything you got to talk about, anything on your mind, but especially, being there for each other, man. It's a crazy time we're going through right now, and none of
And,
us
and, it, and,
expected
it's,
this.
and it's a blessing that I went on ahead and said yes. And then if you think about it, with all my connections and plugs, I kid you not. And I think I told you this, Tony, when I was down there. I may have spent 200 total. That's flight, stay, food, and we were down there for a few days. So I touched down. I shoot my sister a message. I shoot my niece a message. Say, get my sister down here, because I hadn't seen my sister in ages. Like my sister that lives down there. Get my sister down here. She's like, okay, I'm on it. I drive down. I called Jane up. Jane up trying to make excuses. I said, Jane up, if my niece and sister who live in the same area you live in can jump on the road, you better get down here before I text my sister-in-law. So she was like, yeah, no, we going to see. So they jump on the road, man, and we all get there. But I'll never forget, man, we had such a good time when I touched down in the airport, man. My family was still on the road and getting there, and I flew straight in. So, and me and my brother Bo, we links up, and I made a call to Trip, man. Shot Trip, you busy? No, man, I ain't busy. See, I like when a person don't lie to you, man. Don't be capping. No, I ain't busy, man. I said, well, hey, I'm over at the airport. We got some.
Right? How you just fly into a man's city and be like, "Hey, I'm at your local airport."
So he
Pick me
hit
up
me. So he hit me with a thanks for letting me know you in the city. I said, well, yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
as he's landing.
You shall not pass.
So man, he said, "Hey man, I'm about to go I'm about to go run his errand. I'm gonna be in your area. I'm come scoop you, man." So he come scoop me and my brother. My brother was like all geeking and he said, "Bro, is there any place you can kind of touch down?" I said, "I don't know if there's too many countries I can go. I don't know no one. That's probably there and doing something." Man, we went to this Spanish spot. You got to tell me what that Spanish spot is again. Oh,
Mulaus.
oh my goodness, man. And since that's part of my heritage, right? I had to go indulge, man. And I said, guys, well, let me treat y'all to lunch then, man. Chuck was like, man, we ain't got to do that, man. I go to the house and cook. I said, why? When we out and you can relax too. All right, man, if you want to, yeah, I'm pretty sure I want to. I don't want to wait. And not when they already cooking, right? So I went
Right.
to go get this
He was
Spanish
just
food.
a little hungry to eating the peanuts on the plane, man.
Listen, man, but Tony can cook now, so don't mind. Listen, I would have definitely indulged, but I was like, look, man, let's go kick back, man. And when I tell you, we had a really good time. By the time my family and sister them got in, they were so jealous that we had to been chilling at Tony's house by the pool, man, and hung out. And my brother's happy. You know why he's happy, because you know what's on deck. So, so he,
Always.
so he's geek, man. He's shot out, man. So we there hanging out at the pool, having a good time in the backyard, man, and riding around. And I really enjoyed myself, man. And I'm so thankful that I took that extra vacation on top of all the stuff. I actually went to SEMA too, right after that. But I'm glad I went ahead and done that, man, because that was like honestly the best time I had, man, with all my family there, man. It was just like